Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here with us. Recently, there has been a steady flow of new visual release connect to Fujikade and his song It's Alright, and this has quite drawn attention among listeners and viewers. These visuals have not been presented all at once but rather shared in sequence, allowing each image to be observed on it while also inviting people to consider how they relate to one another. It is important to approach this topic carefully as there has been no official statement explaining a single fixed meaning behind these visuals. What we are seeing instead is a growing conversation shaped by interruption, observation, and the natural curiosity of those who follow his work. When visuals are released in a series like this, the timing itself becomes part of the message rather than presenting everything at once. The gradual release creates space for reflection. Each image has time to settle, to be noticed, and the discussion before the next one appear. The process encourages a slower, more attentive form of engagement. Instead of reacting quickly, viewers are invited to spend time with each detail, noticing elements that might not be immediately obvious. One way to understand these visuals is to look at them through the lens of atmosphere. The tone of imagery appear calm and composed without relying on strong contrast or dramatic effect. Color, lighting, and composition work together to create a sense of balance. This balance does not push the viewer toward a specific emotional reflection but instead allow for a more open experience. People may themselves People may find themselves interpreting the same image in different way depending on their own perspective and state of mind. Another aspect worth considering in the relationship between the visual and the song itself. It's alright as the face suggests reassurance, a sense of acceptance, and a gentle acknowledgement of difficulty with the resistance. When viewers connect this side with the imagery, this may begin to see how visual elements support or reflect that message rather than illustrating the lyrics directly. The visual seems to echo the feeling behind them. The indirect connection often create a deeper impression as it allows meaning to develop gradually. A third perspective comes from observing how repetition and variation are used across the series. While each visual is distinct, there may be a subtle similarities in posture, setting, or mood. These recurring elements can create a sense of continuity, linking separate image into a broader narrative. At the same time, small difference between them introduce movement and change this balance between consistency and variation mirror the way music itself unfolds over time, which then return but are never exactly the same. It is also helpful to consider the role of simplicity in these visuals. In many cases, there is a clear focus without experience detail. As people continue to share their thoughts, a pattern emerges in how the visuals are discussed. Instead of searching for a single correct explanation, many choose to describe what they notice and how it feels to them. This kind of conversation reflects a more open understanding of art, where meaning is not fixed but experienced. It allow the viewer of remain flexible, adapting to different contexts and interpretation over time. Another point to reflect on is how the release of this visual fit into a larger creative process. In this context, the idea of depth does not come from complexity alone, it comes from the way simple elements are arranged and experienced over time. As a single image may appear straightforward at the first glance, but when viewed alongside other, new relationships begin to appear. This layered experience encourages viewers to return and look again, each time noticing something slightly different. Is also worth acknowledging that the audience play an active role in shaping the experience. The way people respond, discuss, and share their interpretation become part of the ongoing meaning. The interruption between creator and audience is not always visible, but it influences how this work is received and understood. In this sense, the visual are not only a form of expression but are also a starting point of dialogue. Looking at the same situation as a whole, it becomes clear that the significance of this visual lies not in a single moment but in the accumulation of many small observations. Each image adds something, even if the addition is subtle. Over time, these addition create a broad understanding and one that is shaped by both the work itself and the way it experienced. In the end, what remains is not fixed an interpretation but a sense of connection. This visual, the music, and the timing all contribute to an atmosphere that feels consistency and thoughtful. By approaching it with patience and attention, it becomes possible to appreciate not only what is shown but also how it is revealed. Thank you for watching the video. If you like, don't forget to press the subscribe button and hit the video.